Hey everybody, it's dark tonight, but I had to be dark to show off those new logo signs that my friend Aloha Johnny sent me. I think they look really sharp and I appreciate it, and I wanted to share those with you. Wanted to make sure you could see those. And since we're having fun with signs and playing and starting out in the dark and all that kind of stuff, no, we're not going to play the dark side. We're going to play the Dolly Special. We're going to be working the 9 and the 5 tonight. Now, this is not a strategy you're going to use on yourself. It's not a strategy you're going to use when a table is really cold. But if you're on a table that's kind of trending warm and you're seeing some inside numbers to start getting popped, but you're not quite sold on the condition of the table yet, you might think about trying my Dolly Special, the 9 to 5. We're going to be working the 9 to 5. We get some hits on them 9 to 5s, we'll go overtime and work 6 to 8. It's going to be a $15 table. We'll be tossing this 6-4, 6-5. It's a cross 6, obviously. See what we get. See if we can get some 6-3s, 5-4s out of this. Let's start off with, after we set a point, we got an 8. That's okay. So here's the Dolly Special. We're going to work the 5. We're going to work the 9. So we're working 9 to 5 today. We want one hit. We're looking for one measly little old hit on a 9 or 5. That's all we want. And he hit a 6-3-9. Perfect. Second shot out of the gate. Got a 6-3 out of it. We tell the dealer to bring that 5 and 9 down. We take $1 out of our rack. Tell him to take us there's 30. 35. Tell them to take us to 36. Now we're working overtime. We got $1 of our money on the table. I did not invent this, by the way. My good friend Nick did. Run into Nick on occasion down in Biloxi. He said, give this one a shot. So I said, well, we'll have some fun with it. We'll call it the Dolly Special. We work in 9 to 5 till we start working overtime. And now we work in 6 to 8. Everybody likes to seem to want to see a strategy every now and then. And a lot of these strategies out there are a bunch of damn hedges. I didn't really mean to cuss. But these hedge strategies, if you're just going to sit there and grind away, hell, play a $19 don't pass and an $18 6, and win or lose a buck. All right. Well, that little overtime play worked us $21, $20 net to the rack. The shooter made his point. Let's see what he does. We got a little bit of a cushion. There's nothing wrong with hedging. A lot of people love to hedge. They like to play the math. I get it. They end up with more money at risk on the come outs and crap, trying not to lose money and lose money. That's my opinion. Not knocking anybody for doing it. I just don't like it. Do I hedge on occasion? Yes, I do. Alright, so the point is 6. We'd like another hit, please, before we go back to working 9 to 5. Since we are overtime. There's a yo. Well, roll that over. That was a 6. I am using the smaller 3/4 inch dice for those of you that keep score at home. I am hitting the rubber by throwing really deep. I don't know, there might be some brown water involved, but everybody who's in Vegas or going to Vegas this weekend, I hope you're having a good time. Shoot straight, have long hands and hard ways. Just don't take all the money, because I want some next week when I go. But let's have fun with this. The Dolly Special, the 9 to 5, working overtime 6 to 8. There's a 6. He made his point. Five, 1. We get paid $21. Alright, so we put $42 in the rack, so we still got $36 in the play out there. Let's see what the shooter does. Again, this isn't for you being the shooter. This is for somebody else while you're buying time at the table. It's cheaper than 110 inside. He threw a hard 10. I guess I should try a little harder to be more accurate with my toss. I just really kind of have a little fun with this strategy. But hard 10s are fun too. That was an ugly toss that I just threw. Oh, he hit a 9. That's one of the numbers we're not on right now. We were on. Come on, shooter. Give us a play on that 6 or 8. There's a 6. Hard 6. Woo! Alright. We get $21. Now you got a choice. You've had $42 in the rack. If I hit that, if I marked that right or not. Anyway, I think that's our third 6. So, you can take this and put it in the rack. You can go back if you want. Now, this shooter's only thrown 1 9. He's thrown 0 5s. He's got a 4 and a 10. I might be inclined to do this. I've collected 321s. $63. I put 50 out there. I'm still at the good. Let's see if we can get a hit. Now we're working double time overtime. Yep. 7 out. Bad choice. Bad choice. Bad choice. We should have counted his tosses and we would have known that was a bad choice. Right? I mean, all we were doing when we did that was we were hoping and wishing. We were hoping and wishing that he would throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That he would throw 12. I mean, that's what you got to think. Can he throw 12 times? He just threw 9, 10 times, counting that 7. Nah. That was a bad move. Cost us $50 of our winnings. So you got to be careful out there. Don't get carried away. A system like this, not designed to get you rich. It's designed to keep you at the table. Because you're going to want to shoot. But you've got your own kind of a medium warm table. Let's see what the next guy does. He's obviously one of those TikTok watchers. Because he's shooting the same die set that guy just shot. They probably related. Yeah, they related because he threw a 5-2, come out 7. He's clapping his hands. She threw a 7 and won the pass line. You're not doing anything, but you're saying, good grief, come on, guy, throw a good shot. Set a point. You set the 8. Alright, so see now we used our cushion up because we got greedy on that 4 and 10 a while ago. So we're like, we really need to play smarter. Don't you think? Yep, I do. Alright. Whoa, he threw a 6 and we're not on it. He threw a hard 6. You're like, goodness. Why couldn't that have been a 6-3 instead of a 3-3? Meanwhile, everybody who's got $1 on the hard 6 is hollering parlay. Or they're collecting. And he just threw the point, 6-2. And you're like, darn guy, you're 3 shots in, you just hit a point. Can't you shoot a 5 or a 9? So you gotta decide, do you want those working? Do you want to be working from 9 to 5? Or do you want to take a little break? Don't work them. See what the point is. See what happens. Because he's, you know, he is wearing a plaid shirt. We don't always trust guys in plaid shirts. That's why we don't trust him. They throw 4s. Our luck, he'll throw a 10 next. We'll stand there shaking our head going, why can't he throw a 5 or a 9? Because he's throwing 4s and 10s or something. Maybe he'll throw a 6-3. Or an ace deuce. Yeah, put that down there on that 3. Come on, shooter. We need that 6-5. 6-4-5. 6-5 to hit us a 5-4 or a 6-3. Not another 6. It's going to happen to us though. We're going to be sitting out there biting a bit. Of course, you could reduce to 36 on the 6 and 8, take the 50 down. But then you still got 36 at risk. Well, right here, well, you know, we got $50 at risk. Darn, that guy threw another 6. Why can't he hit a 5 or 9? Why won't he change his die set? Why won't he do something? That's 5 hits inside of our play. No hits on our play. That's not what we want. Darn, he just threw a 12 now. Does he think he's on a crapless table or something? Point is, folks, all systems work until they don't work. This is not a high risk system. You do have $50 at risk. You need that one hit. And you don't get greedy when you get the hit. You follow the plan. There's that 10. I knew he was going to throw a 10. I just knew it. He's an even number shooter, and we're betting odds. Hope y'all realize I'm just trying to have a little fun here tonight and practice. Talking to you guys. Oh, he hit the point hard. Hard 4. Ooh. Hit that chip. All right. So he's coming out again. You're sitting there with $50 at risk on a $15 table. You got, what am I going to do? You've been counting his tosses, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tosses in. He hadn't hit your number. I'm going to be like, let's see what he sets at a point. And he throwed a hard 8. Alright, so here's what I would do. If I'm playing this strategy, and I'm this deep into it, I'm pulling that $50 off the table. I'm reducing my exposure from 15 down to 36. And I'm going to play just that inside number. at $18 each. That's how I'm going to play it. Because he's too deep and he hadn't hit my numbers. I don't know what's up with that guy in that plaid shirt. It looks like his brother. But all he's hitting is even numbers. So I don't know. He hit another 10. You know, he might be a decent shooter right now. He's on a little bit of a hot streak. We'll just be glad to get out of here with a win. Because he's not hitting anything we're betting on with this particular system. There, he hit the 9. We done pulled down off the 9. What's up with this guy? Is he trying to hit the all tall small or something? He must be. He still needs a 5. And a ace deuce and a yo, I think. Anyway. Again, all systems work until they don't work. I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of them out there that don't work. There's an 8. He finally hit something that we were on after all this time. We're going to put that in the rack. $21. Leave our 18 up there. Oh, he shorted that one, but he got another hard 8 out of it. So, what are you going to do? I'm going to wait on him to hit another 6 or 8. There's the 8 again. 6-2. By then I'm wondering, was there a repeater bet on this table? Guess not, because he's only hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and nobody's shouting too much. But he would have hit a repeater on that 8 right there. And we're sitting here working overtime. We're finally ahead. Finally, after all this. Because, you know, we just were on the wrong numbers. We were just on the wrong numbers. He threw a hard 10 on that toss. All right. Come on, guy. Come on, plaid shirt. Oh, he finally 7'd out. He threw it too hard, too short. Got a big hop. 3-4. Whew, that was a lot of work for not much money. That was not a lot of fun. What did he shoot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 box numbers. A 3 and a 12. $14 box numbers. We should have made some money, but we were stubborn. After we got greedy on that first guy, or the guy before him. We ain't even got the dice yet, and that guy's done heated the table up. Next guy comes up and he's like, I'm not a TikTok shooter, I watch YouTube. I see everybody throwing a 3V. Yeah. They don't have many movies on Instagram. He watches TikTok. No, he doesn't. He watches YouTube. Everybody on YouTube throws a 3V, right? Let's see what this guy does before we have to go to dinner. Oh, he threw an 8. It's all right. Leave that 8 there. Come on, shooter. We need a 5 or 9 because we're going to put a quarter on the 5 and the 9. Why? Because we like to work 9 to 5. We like Dolly, so here we go. We're going to work it. 9 to 5, folks. 9 to 5. He hit the point. How could he do that to us? How could this other shooter now come in and do this to us? Come on, guy. Set you a point out there on the edge somewhere. There you go, shooter. Set the 4. Now throw a 5 or a 9 with that set. Come on. Come on, shooter. 5 or 9. 9 to 5. Let's work it. Working 9 to 5. Yes, I am goofing around tonight a little bit. Hey, threw an ace deuce. We had a cocktail waitress to come through here and tell that guy to hit a 5 or a 9. And he threw a 10. There we go again. We got an even number shooter. We're betting odd numbers. He threw another 10. You know, that's tough on us folks that's never seen a 10 we didn't like. No pun intended to Dolly. And he's 7'd out. Well, There you go, folks. Every system works until it doesn't work, right? So be careful. Be careful what you emulate. Be careful what you get stubborn about. You know, we were pretty stubborn on that. We got greedy. Then we got, okay, we're not going to do anything. Guy hammered the 6 and 8s right there in front of us. Alright, we started with 400. We squeaked through those. They didn't work too well. So there's 5, 25. There's 300. $20. 320 bucks. 322. We had our 50 back that we lost on that 4 and 10 earlier. We still would be short because we bet wrong. We bet wrong because we were using a system that wasn't matching the table and what was going on, and we had no flexibility other than greed at one point. And that's really the point of this video. Now, working the 9 to 5 and then going overtime to 6 and 8 is a solid play if it works. If you're on a table where you're getting some 5 and 9s, I mean, I've been down worse after 3 or 4 shooters, ever how many that was. And I'm sure y'all have too. But the reality of it is, you got to be able to adjust to what the table's doing and what the dice are doing at that given point in time. So if you get stubborn, that's not going to work. We were sitting there on odd numbers, and that guy was killing evens and had never hit an odd number until after we got off of them. Then we got greedy on one, hit 4 and 10. Wouldn't have mattered 5 or 9. He 7'd out on us anyway. If there was a shooter in there, had a pretty good hand. He had a 15 hand. We didn't make any money hardly because we were stubborn. So when you get locked in like that on a system, whatever that system is, there's going to come a point in time on a table where it will not work. It may work for 8 hours and it may not work for the next 24. You just don't know. You've got to be able to be flexible, reading what's happening on the table, taking care of some numbers. Now y'all know me, in real life, I would have been, with me shooting those numbers, especially those even numbers earlier, been pressing up once I had my money off the table. Anyway, that was just kind of having some fun. It was a good practice for me, good tossing practice. Through at least 3 different dice sets, varying results, but most of them were pretty decent. There was one or two maybe that was real short. I don't remember. I'm still thinking about that 15-16 roll we had a minute ago. Put that put that 5 and 9 into your quiver of arrows. Because let's see. And you can look at it this way. If you'd hit the 5 and 9 at 15, and either one of them had hit, you'd win $21. You're still 9 in the hole, so you need another hit. If you're lucky enough to get 2 hits on the 5 or 9, then you're at 42. You could pull those down and go to 6 and 8, depending on if they've been hitting. But if the guy's shooting outside numbers, Leave the 5 and 9 up. But I think the quarter works best on it, on a $15 table, because that pays 35. In most casinos in Mississippi, that would have paid 36. So then you would have a free bet on the 6 and 8. The only one I'm aware of at the moment that would not work on would be Harrah's. They've got a $40 minimum to get true odds on the 5 or 9, or automatic buys on the 5 or 9. Everybody else is 20, I believe. So, if you're at Hard Rock or Beau Rivage, you got 25 on the 5 and 9. They're going to pay you 36. Pull your quarters down. Put the 36 split between the 6 and 8. See if they hit a 6 and 8. If you're in Vegas, you got to drop that dollar to go 36. Pull your 50 down, you're in for a dollar. So either way, you're either in for 0 or you're in for $1. But you need 6 and 8s to hit after you've had 5s or 9s. There you go. Okay, they all work until they don't. Y'all practice like you play like you practice. Read those signs up there and go roll to win. If you can't read those, read that one right there. Roll to win, folks. Let's go to the casino. I'm getting ready. Y'all have a good day.